Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. What you see here is a B6 Moterm. I have an itch for a B6 Apunto, and I am gonna hopefully get it pretty soon here in a few, maybe by next week or so. But in preparation for that, I'm like, Monique, you have a brand new B6 just sitting there and you need to set it up in preparation for that. So what I like to do is if I know I'm going to get a cover and I'm going to use a different size, or I'm just going to, and this is just for commonplace book, regular notebook. It's not replacing absolutely anything, but I want to be able to put like journaling here, all kinds of other stuff, daily, soap study, just a notebook. So what I like to do is to prepare for that size. So if I know I'm going to get something, a cover that I really, really love in a few days or the next week or so, I will start prepping myself to use that size. So by the time it comes, this notebook would probably be a little bit well loved. So what I like to do in the dashboard is literally put a little pocket adhesive so that way I can switch out the themes of this book throughout the different seasons whenever I'm feeling a dashboard change. So obviously it's a bound book, so you can't put different images and stuff like that, like a ring planner, but you can most definitely customize your blank notebooks. So I had found this 2022 yearly in an old B6 that I was flipping through tonight. That's what I did. I re-inspired myself. And then my friend Megan is selling a cover. And so I started talking to her and I was like, oh my gosh, B6 Apunto Undyed Vibes was last year for me. That thing got lost and I never really got over it. So I just recently sold my Apoca Black, and it just so happens that the one that she's selling is B6 Apunto and the Apoca Black. So that is what sparked all of this, and I'm just setting it up. I've got acetate and I got April right there because that is when I'm going to be using it. I like to just jump into notebooks. I like to have a size. I like to have all sizes ready. Honestly, I have another B6 Stalogy somewhere around here that's probably one that I could use. And it would be perfect to just go ahead and jump in where I left off. But I'm like, why? Just go ahead and set up a new one and have fun. I do that all the time in my notebooks, the commonplace books, the books that I know are just going to be books and notebooks for me, right? So anyhow, I like to just always start off with like random goals, notes. I put an acetate. I put the month that I'm going to be, like a little dashboard for whatever that month is. I have the 2022 yearly calendar in the front, so that's going to set the tone for what this book is. And now I'm just looking for washi, honestly. So April is Autism Month, and it's World Autism Day on the 2nd of April, every April, but it's World Autism Month around these parts. So I found my autism washi, and so I'm just putting that down. I have no idea where I got it from. It was some new launch that they were having last year, and I don't know. So I found it from the individual that was selling it. I want to say it was a Michael's launch. So I'm putting that down, and I'm going to just write out some goals in here for this book. So set up the B6 Commonplace, purchase a Giglio Punto, do an ideas for the notebook, make it your own, film a chat on the B6 Commonplace book, which clearly that's what I'm doing now. So anytime I just jump into a notebook, I like to use shiny things, bright things, little trinkets, little things here and there, little girls, like girl stickers. I like to get a tab and, mark where I'm going to be. So in this video, you're going to basically see me do that. You're going to see my process. I couldn't talk because my husband and son are playing football in the next room. I have my daughter in this room with me, which is my woman cave upstairs. So I was just like, no, you're going to have to go back later and do a voiceover over it. So I've got a bunch of little happy planner stickers to the left side of me, and I was like, okay, that's perfect to just go ahead and find some stickers, find some inspiration, just kind of do what you got to do. I have a mini happy planner by me, and I love using those dashboards for that they come with, their dividers, because their mini happy planner is kind of almost the equivalent size to the B6 Stalogy anyhow. But as I'm flipping through these little discs that are in there, I don't know, they must be some no-namer ones, because it's very hard to flip through this mini. But I'm finding that there's really nothing. I grabbed like 3 dashboards to see if maybe I would, want to use those or anything, but I took them out anyways. And then I was looking through to see if I wanted to use that monthly page, but I was trying to see if they had one for like May. But this mini happy planner is just one for like the end of the year months. So I just kind of put it to the side and just grabbed some of those dashboards in case I wanted some inspiration. So I wanted it to be kind of muted in the front, because if I do take this out and about, I do not need like party in the front. I can do party in the back, but in the front needs to be kind of somewhat professional. So I might later take out the little camera washi in the front where that yearly is, and just put some regular like Scotch tape, so there's not even anything there. I might replace the things that are in my pockets in the front of the Moterm that I'm going to use with maybe some business cards, things like that. That's kind of how I do things, so I can just, be a little bit more professional. So I'm looking at these Tombow brush pens that I have, and I know I want to use a pink color, but I don't remember or recall how the pink will come out on the Stalogy. So I go in the back and just kind of test the pinks to know which one that I want to use as the beginning little opening page that says goals. I probably could have just put notes or random as far as the header or the title. But I did settle on goals. And I don't know, for me, when I look at the word goal in itself, it's just like something you should do, want to do, or pay attention to. It's kind of like the word urgent for me when I look at the word goal. So I also find in the corner of where I'm sitting like this little zipper pouch of treasures, and it has like all of these little trinkets in there, like stickers and tabs and just things. And so it just inspired me to just write a little image, write a little page of things that I want to do in this notebook. So if you're ever struggling with, what do I do with a blank page? I like to do a daily page when I first open it, or like some type of dashboard with some notes on what I want the notebook to actually be or look like. So I'm just going over the goals and highlighting around the word with the Sharpie S gel. And then now I'm just going to write some of the notes that I wanted to put and see for this book. So I'm setting up the B6 commonplace book. And every time I write, I always write in like a reverse role. Like, what do you want to use this for? And like, I don't know, and just notes to myself. It's like stream of consciousness writing. It probably has no rhyme or reason or make any sense, but to me in my head, it kind of does. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it does to me. So I am definitely just wanting something very, very bright, very cheery. And yeah, I'm doing that. So purchase the Giglio Punto, do some ideas for the notebook, maybe on the next page, make it your own as usual. And then I grab like a little sticky, and then I put later on, you'll see me write YouTube film chat on commonplace book. So I really think it's important that when you set up a notebook that you just, well, this is just my opinion, that you find the paper that you're really going to love in the notebook. I think it makes all the difference, because you're going to want to pick that up a lot. You're going to want to play with it a lot. You're going to want to touch the paper. You're going to want to write on the paper. Of course, you want to find the pen that you always are going to want to use. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So I really, really love the Sharpie S gel. Any kind of bold ink gel ink. Now, in my current Stalogy, I do use the rollerball, the Uniball Jetstream, when I do a lot of writing in it. But when I'm first putting like an entry page in, I want it to be really, really bold. So what you see here is me grabbing these Tim Holtz little alphabet stickers, and I'm going to put here on the little red tab. I'm having a little trouble taking them off, but what I want to do is just kind of put that wording on the red tab so I can move that tab throughout the book, and I'll know exactly where I am at any given day. So it's just something that, just to accentuate the tab. I don't have any other little stickers around me. Well, I do, but I didn't care to look through any. And so I wanted to go ahead and put that there. I find that if you just kind of, sit in your most precious area where all your stuff is just easily accessible, it just really, really inspires. At least me, the most inspiration I really get out of all my rooms that I have or my planning places that I have is my upstairs room. I have virtually everything that I'm pretty much going to need up here, and I'm surrounded by a collage of pictures of my family and my little trinkets that I love, and it's very just bold and colorful up here, and it just always inspires me to go ahead and set something up. So I'm still kind of in this room, but the noise level has died a little down, so that's why I was able to film this voiceover. But oh man, y'all, I was flipping through earlier on my Instagram today or tonight from my old Stalogies that I had set up from like 2018, 19, 20, 21, like those years. And it just gave me so much like feels, so many like inspiration. So I remembered that I had a brand spanking new Stalogy on the bookshelf. So it was just perfect. And I knew the perfect cover I wanted to get for it. So, of course, I was chatting with another gal, and she was like, oh, you inspire me to set up a B6 or, whatever. I'm like, go for it, girl. Set it up. I think that whatever we feel impulsively that we should do and it makes us happy, we should do it within reason. We're grown women, and if we can afford stuff, get it. But if you can't, oh my gosh, don't do that. Don't buy stuff because you just, just don't do it. But, I think that it's important to shop your stash, and yeah, I see what you got to use. So for me, I was like, what's comparable to the B6 Apunto? It's this black Moterm, and it just so happens to be the color that I'm going to get. And so I'm just like, just go ahead and use your black Moterm, because it's going to give you the same, feels for when your actual Apunto arrives. So anyhow, I just wanted to quickly come on here and just film and just chat and I was very in my own zone tonight and just creative and just doing my own thing. And I thought to get it on camera. So yeah, I'm just going to put it back in its cover, and I decide to put it in both areas, so the front cover and the back cover, so that way when I open it, it's just something very inspirational for me. And then it's like, I'm going to want to open up this book and write in it when I have something very lovely to look at. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, or if you think of anything, or also if you think of any ideas on videos that you want me to film, I'm not trying to be funny, but I've filmed for so many years now that, I virtually have like a lot of videos and a lot of content out there. But if I need to update something, or if you're like wondering about something, yeah, just drop it down in the comments and let me know what that is. And I'll definitely be happy to like turn the camera on and like film. Except I don't really like to film collections, like all my collections of things or all my pen collection, or when it's like so tedious like that, I'm like, oh my gosh, because I just am all over the place. So again, I thank you for watching. If you want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and do that. And if you want to, follow me at Jesus in Paper on Instagram. God bless you guys. Take care.